any fight that Cub Swanson's in, I think is going to be exciting. Who do you got in this one?
Again, another guy like, and especially he's 38 and he decided he all his fight life he fought in 145. He's going now to 135. You know, huge question mark. You know, and especially in that age. You know, so Jonathan Martinez is like on 3-fight win streak. You know, um, he looks great, and like even like the weight factor, you know, that Cap Swanson coming up from the category above, it's not how to say that important because Jonathan is playing between two categories. You know, like even I think his was his last fight or no fight before his last one, he fought in featherweight. Also, like couple fights before that, he fought in featherweight. So he's more or less jumping between these two weights, you know. So he's used to it on the bigger guys. He can manage with that, and I think, like again, I said the weight cut from Cub Swanson is gonna be the biggest question mark. So I'm gonna go with Jonathan Martinez.
You know what? That's actually I've been looking into these fights and that is news to me. I didn't know they're doing 135. Usually you see when like anybody older or younger move down or switch weight classes, it's coming off of a loss, but Cub Swanson's coming off of probably one of the best performances in his career. Like not a lot of people can finish Darren Elkins and Cub Swanson did that beautifully. Even though he's 38, I don't think he's like lost a step. If anything, he looks like more creative, more powerful than he ever has. And he's faced guys that, you know, are big 145ers. So it's kind of surprising to me that he moved down. He's the only guy in the UFC to beat Charles Oliveira and Dustin Poirier back to back. And those were the last two champions of 155. So like maybe his like record 28 and 12 doesn't show it, but he's fought some of the best guys and he's won against, you know, a handful of them too. Um, I don't think he's slowing down. Jonathan Martinez's best win, I think, is like against Thomas Almeida, who's a solid fighter, but if you just stack up their resumes, he hasn't fought anybody on Cub Swanson's level, and I'm still going with Cub Swanson for this one.
Interesting, yeah. Again, I'm saying like a change in the category. Maybe like he felt something, you know, but like again, the first time, I just like for me it's big question mark, you know. So I'm gonna
Mhm.
go. I'm gonna go with Jonathan. I'm gonna stay on what I said.
All right, I'm going with the underdog. Surprisingly, Cub Swanson. I do think he's probably the underdog because of that questionable weight cut.
Yeah, I think that, and also like 3-fight win streak, you know, for Jonathan.
Mhm.
Usually, odd makers give a really big. They're big on that, like you know. So that's one of the reasons. But I think also like on this one, it should be a little bit closer for sure.
Mhm. All right, well, this is interesting. I think this is the first fight on the card that we're picking opposite fighters.
Yeah.
So I got my eye on that one.